welcome back to the Rollard road trip. We start off this week leaving Yallingup and saying goodbye to Bernie and Will. But before we do that, Mum and I sneak in a little trip to the Voyager Estate Winery before we all head off back to Perth.
We kick around in Perth for a few days while Steph launches her business, then head north to Guilderton. Enjoy.
I just tripped.
Lost your shoe.
Back in Yallingup in Perth. I know I fell.
And going for a swim.
Been working all morning. Bloom and Pop is going live this week, hopefully.
Yep.
My new business for those who are playing at home. And we're off for a swim. Woohoo!
Under pink skies, you taught them to enjoy. So clean the house, clear the drawers, mop the floors, stand tall, like no one's ever been here before or at all. And don't you mention all the inches that are scraped on the door frame. We all know you tiptoed up to 4-1 back in 08. If you could see him now, you'd be proud. But you think days you'd be. Your funeral was beautiful. I bet God heard you coming. Kids are in town for a few and the grass all smells the same as the day he broke his arm swinging on that kid out on the river. You bailed him out, never said a thing about Jesus or the way he's living. If you could see him now, you'd be proud, but you think days you'll be.
And just like that, we've left Perth, heading north, which is pretty big for us. We've spent what, 6 weeks here, 5-6 weeks in Western Australia already.
Okay, sorry about that. I got a phone call.
Yeah, got a phone call. So back on the road in terms of going north, heading up to Guilderton.
We couldn't get the extra 2 nights in Perth to be able to get to Rottnest Island how we'd planned it. So we've had to go north. But that's okay. To Guilderton.
Yeah, well, a couple nights in Guilderton, go to Rottnest tomorrow, and then continue on north Geraldton way. Guilderton to Geraldton. And we'll be up in the Ningaloo Reef within...
A month?
In a month, just under a month.
Less than that, yeah.
Yeah,
3 weeks. Oh wow, that's soon. Wow. Anyway, sorry, the phone fell. Yeah, no, we're going to run through, what were we going to say? We don't have heaps of content this week because I've spent most of the week working, and Pete and the kids have been kicking about the caravan park, so there's not a lot to show you. So we thought this week we might go through our top 3 places so far and our least favourite place so far for the whole trip. So we're up to 5 months living on the road now, with another 6 to go, 7 to go.
Yeah.
Maybe more, maybe less. We don't really have to get home for anything other than Christmas. And then we'll see what happens after that. But you fire up first.
So, top 3 things or places we've been, I guess. Steph, you're going to have to answer it again.
No.
Why not?
It'll just be about paying. Sorry, this video is taking us so long to do.
Yeah.
I keep getting phone calls, or the kids keep being rats.
We'll edit out that great content. Top 3, best place we've been so far, definitely Margaret River region, southwest, south of Perth.
Oh yeah. Eighth interruption.
It's on his nose.
Okay, we liked it so much that we went and looked at property and land in Margaret River area. It's that beautiful. But ultimately couldn't be away from all you guys, our friends and family, particularly whilst the kids are young. But that's number one, right?
Recommend for a holiday, that's for sure.
Number one best place we've ever been in Australia.
So far.
Number two, Central Highlands, Tassie. Cradle Mountain area
Yep.
remains at number two.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's only just been pipped by Margaret River recently, obviously. And number three, we haven't discussed number three. We're just winging it. Oh, Tathra. Tathra to Bega.
Was it?
Yeah, I reckon. That's beautiful too. Beach.
That's quite nice.
Beach and farmland. Or, oh no, we love the Snowy Mountains as well.
True.
Snowy Mountains number three.
Yep.
Okay.
So one in each state,
Yeah, accidentally.
apart from South Australia. South Australia is South Australia, in my opinion.
We didn't rate South Australia as much as everybody else does.
But we did have to fang through it, so we didn't really get to see too much.
Yeah, we didn't do as much. Like Victor Harbour area was lovely, but the rest of it we didn't.
We got pneumonia.
Yeah, it was
What
probably
else?
just situation really.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're our top three. Worst place, Pete. What's your worst place?
Worst place.
Arno Bay for me,
Arno Bay.
which is in South Australia on the York Peninsula.
Yeah.
Or Eyre.
Yeah.
The beginning of the Eyre Peninsula. And we rocked up, we couldn't get anywhere to stay. It was all like desert land, nothingness for ages, dreadful driving area. And then we couldn't get into the caravan park, where we were going to stay. And then we ended up, some guy fit us in essentially a car park next to all permanent residents who greeted us with holding 2 bottles of beer, no shoes, like it was a lot.
Yeah, it was just
We felt unsafe.
almost a hoarder's caravan park.
Yeah, it was. We felt
Nothing
very
special about
unsafe. It was not a good night. But
And the town was pretty shit.
the town was nothing. And
Yeah.
people rave about that area, but not for us.
No, definitely not.
What about you? What's your worst place so far?
I honestly can't remember, but Arno Bay does sound pretty bad.
It's up there, hey?
Yeah. Western
Right.
Australia, we haven't had any bad places.
Oh, you hated the highway that you used to drive for work. That section from Glenrowan home. The Hume.
Oh yeah, the Hume Highway's pretty shit.
Not really a place.
Norseman, absolute dive actually. Didn't stay there, just passed through it. Absolute dive.
Norseman is the end of the Nullarbor on the WA side. It was run down. Everything was like, barred. All the shops were all barred.
Boarded.
Like security boarded, and cameras in the main street. Like, very unsafe. We felt so unsafe. I don't know if that's true, but it's more how we felt. And Port Augusta felt super unsafe there too. But that could have just been us. Anyway, that's us.
Call to Rottnest for sure.
We might get the on and off bus because we can only manage a morning with the kids. So
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe the bus.
anyway, this is rambly and longer than we've ever talked at the camera.
It is. A good old 4 minutes and 34 minutes.
Okay, see ya. Okay, so we just heard something fall out of the caravan whilst we're driving. Literally heard it from our car. So come and review the situation with me. Oh no. All of the freezer contents. Oh shit. And the washing powder.
Your funeral was beautiful. I think I heard you coming. If you could see him now, you'd be proud. Or you'd think days you'd be. Your funeral was beautiful. I think I heard you coming. kids are in town for a funeral. So pack the car and dry your eyes. I know they got plenty
That's Flynn doing
young
shuckers.
blood left in 'em. And plenty nights under pink skies you taught them to enjoy.
Look how much sand's going to be in our caravan. What are you doing, dude? Come on. Can you spot Flynn? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
You got a lot of nerve, don't you, baby? I only hit the curb 'cause you made me. You're telling all your friends that I'm crazy, like I'm the only one. Why'd you throw them stones if you had a wild heaven on it too? Living in your big glass house with the view. I thought you knew I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that bottle off the shelf. Been deep in every weekend. If you couldn't tell, they say teamwork makes a dream work. Hell, I had some help.
This is the point where the exciting boat ride became unexciting and everybody got really seasick. It was traumatizing. Would not recommend in off-season.
Game that you've been running is just catching up to you. You think that you're so innocent after all the shit you did. I ain't an angel, you ain't even saying. Can't wash our hands of this. I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that bottle off the shelf. Been deep in every weekend. If you couldn't tell, they say teamwork.
Is there?
And me.
So we're at Rottnest Island.
Yep. Feeling a lot better than we were 20 minutes ago.
As you would have just seen, it was awful. Very seasick trip. Poppy in particular, and me. Taken us a good 20 minutes to recover enough to come up and get some cold juice to calm the belly. Next stop, the bus, and to Little Salmon Bay, I think it's called.
We're on the bar.
Help me pull that bottle off the shelf. Been deep in every weekend. If you couldn't tell, they say teamwork makes the dream work. Hell, I had some help. It takes two to break a heart in two. Ooh, baby, you blame me, and baby, I blame you. Oh, if that ain't the truth, I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that bottle off the shelf. Been deep in every weekend. If you couldn't tell, they say teamwork makes a dream work. Hell, I had some help.
So we're now north WA. We're an hour north of Perth, and this is the terrain. It's like deserty, basically nothing anywhere. This is Caravan Life Obstacle Course.
My baby born a Birkin. She's been telling me all night long.
Kick the footy! He needs the footy!
Gasoline and groceries, the list goes on and on. This 9 to 5 ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. Two-stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor.
This is our nightly routine. Steph sweeps off the bed of all the sand and dirt that the kids have put into it. Yep. And then a bit of Gavin and Stacey to get us through.
Good Lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jay Dale's got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
What's up?
Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
Okay, Steph. So, what are we at today?
We're at the, what do you call them, stromatolites?
Stromatolites.
Stromatolites, which are the oldest, thought to be the oldest living organism, a macro fossil, about 3 billion years old apparently. Some say that they are where they think life started, so that like it came from these things. So that way.
That way. Let's go.
Party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
So there's two types here. We've got the stromatolite, which is the domey ones, which is more uniform top layer, and then over in the corner is the thrombolites, which are more of a brain type structure on top. So pieces. You can sort of so they're behind Poppy, which they look like little brains, which is very interesting.
Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
Next week,
We're heading north!
It's out the door. It's getting kinda late.